grungy and vampiric. I mean, what else could you want in a makeup look? I get lots of nice comments about my makeup, so I think I'll finally just do an everyday vampiric grungy makeup tutorial of my signature look that I often do in my videos. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna be doing a little bit of skin prep. I think people underestimate how important skin prep is, especially for alternative looks that use a lot of powder or maybe require a light base. You gotta be on your skincare game a little bit if you want your makeup to be looking extra smooth. But then again, it doesn't really matter if you look super perfect. I like to start off with a little bit of rosehip oil, so I just like to put that all over my face. It's gonna make my skin look really red because that's just how it is. Okay, so that's gonna be the base hydration. Then sometimes I like to prime. Recently I've been using this Stila One Step Correct primer. I got it as a gift and I want to repurchase it, but it is a little bit like pricey for a primer, but I really like it. It's just this green kind of thing. You rub it together and it really just like, see how much it gets rid of the redness underneath. So I'm a really big fan of this product, especially because I really like to look pale and kind of like translucent. I prefer a sheer base and kind of moisturizing base for my own skin type and sensory issues. So what I like to do is I make a concoction of my own tinted moisturizer. So I like to take this Neutrogena Hydro Boost sunscreen, just take a little bit, and I like to mix it with equal parts with a BB cream. I use the shade 100. Add a little bit of that in. And then this is my secret. I like to use a white mix-in foundation color. This helps me just look a little bit paler, but also that BB cream is low-key the wrong shade. So I like to make it a little bit paler. Then I just mix those together and I put it all over my face and it gives me some nice light coverage. I just apply it with my hands and rub it in. As you can see, it's just some nice light coverage. So now we're gonna go in with my concealer. I'm a really big fan of cream products. So I love a good cream concealer. I'm a big fan of this NYX Pro Fix Stick. I really like the shades in this one. Particularly, I feel like I'm like a neutral undertone that leans a little bit on the cool side. So this shade Alabaster is, I really like it. I like to conceal a little bit. I just like to make my face brighter in the center and get rid of some of the darkness around my nose. So I kind of just put it in the, places you'd want to highlight, standard places. I like to put some on the tip of my nose too. And actually I like to make my eyebrows really sharp, so we're gonna put that for later, but this is the general spots that I put it. I usually just blend it out with like a flat brush, or my fingers, but you know how it is. Honestly, I love doing makeup. It's like the most relaxing part of my day. I like look forward to it every day when I decide to do it. So I always like to brush up when I apply concealer just because you want to make your face look more, I don't have a super snatched face, like I have like kind of downturned eyes, so I always like to look more, I don't know, cat-like. Is that weird to say? And then yeah, just with the eyebrows I do that. And we'll do more blending when we do the brows later, but that's the gist. So this is our base pretty much down. So we're gonna do brows now. I like to do a little bit of, I like to gel my brows in place. I like having really skinny eyebrows in my makeup. So I'm using this NYX, the brow glue. I've also been using, I tried this one out. I bought it because it was on sale. The NYX brow glue and like the super sticky one, and I like it. But I think for just the ease of use today, I'm gonna use this. I like to give myself a fake brow cowlick. I know a lot of people who have this feature are like, I hate having it, but I love it. Like Megan Fox has one and it looks so cool on her. And I just find it makes your brows look so structured, but also kind of effortless. I have always been doing my brows like this ever since I was like, I don't know, a young teenager. I love faking a cowlick. And then to really cement them in place just at the front, I like just use my fingers and I like go up and then I just kind of sculpt them a little bit and they look good. And this is my favorite brow pencil pen, I guess. It's the NYX Lift and Snatch pen. I always find it so hard to take the cap off. Oh, it just popped off, lucky me. And then I kind of just draw them on like thin lines, and I kind of follow my brow shape, but I do extend them out a little bit, and I do shave my brows to give myself kind of more straight, skinny brows. So I kind of just draw them on different however I want them every day, but yeah. I focus mostly on the ends, to be honest. So that's one eyebrow down. So these are my brows. I actually get a lot of compliments on my brows in person. Like they're like a defining part of my look for sure. So really love this brow pen because it's really precise. It's almost running out. I like it when it's usually a bit darker, but would recommend this brow pen. It's really good. Wait, oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot to blend out my nose, but we're actually just gonna do, I forgot to do like the powder step of my base, but I like to just let the liquidy stuff set for a second. So I use two different powders for a lot of the makeup looks that people asked. I use this e.l.f. powder. It's the Perfect Finish HD powder in translucent, but I find it goes on pretty white, so I used a lot of it. But right now I've been using more of the Maybelline Fit Me translucent, and I like this one a lot. But if I want to look slightly paler, I go for this one, and this one for more of a natural look. So I think today I'm gonna go with this, and if I want to look a little bit paler, I'm gonna put a little bit of the e.l.f. one on top. I like to use this, and I use a little powder puff that I have. And I like to just powder the key parts of my face. So like right here, and look how blurry it is. Like it totally blurs my skin so well. I'm gonna go on top of here. There's blur the parts that I don't want to be shiny, but I usually keep this part of my face shiny just because I feel like it looks nice. My forehead is super shiny. And then I also just take the little corner and I do underneath my brows, just to give a little bit of highlight and just to cut them out a little bit. And as you can see, our base is looking very, very, very flawless. Just for fun, because we're doing a tutorial, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the white powder too. Yeah, just for a little extra little highlight, just in the key points of my face that I want to highlight even further. But as you can see, if I had not done proper skin prep, this would look super crazy and like super not great. So then I do like to contour my nose a little bit. This is kind of janky, I'm not gonna lie, but I've been using this, like, I think it used to be like a brow product, but my eyebrows aren't that color anymore, so I've been using it as like a nose contour, like concealer kind of. I don't know if I would recommend this, but it does work. And it also is really good for like doing fake freckles. So yeah, but anyways, I put my nose contour here and just on top of my nose where my nose chain is kind of. And recently I've been doing a couple just tiny little baby lines up the parts of my nose like this. And I usually, for this, I just use my finger to blend out. I don't contour my face that much. So I usually just do the nose actually. So now we're moving on to my absolutely favorite part of my makeup routine. Sometimes I just wake up and I just do my eyes, just because I love doing eye makeup. It's like my absolute favorite makeup to do. So this is my super easy look, and this is kind of what makes the look more grungy. I like a good little classic smoky eye. I'm actually super excited because I got a new eyeliner pen to try out in my stocking this Christmas. So we're gonna be trying it out. My dad got it for me, and it's just a normal Sephora brand one, but it's like a 12-hour wear one. It'll be nice to try this out, but usually I just use a black eyeliner pen, and I kind of just messily, honestly, tightline my eyes. I don't do this in any sort of way. Honestly, it can be messy because we're totally gonna blend it out. So I just kind of do it, see how you can close your eyes too and literally just go like this. And maybe it's not the best for eye health, but it does work. And I put a little bit on the top just because we're gonna be blending it out. I take a brush like this. This is an Ulta brush, which I'm literally Canadian. I actually don't even know how I acquired this. I think I got this last Christmas, but I really like the Ulta brushes. They're really nice. And it's this kind of oval shaped, kind of denser blending brush, but it's still very soft. And what I do is I just kind of blend it out. You could also use your fingers. That's a classic emo old school makeup trick, but I like to do a brush for a little bit more precision. So yeah, I just literally take it and I blend it, and I try to blend upwards when I blend, and as you can see, it's just softening out. So just keep blending until you get your desired kind of smoked out look. So here it is blended out, and as you can see, I love the way it just blends out. This is gonna make your eyes pop if you have blue eyes or green eyes or even brown eyes. It just, smoky eyes look so good on literally everybody, and you can obviously add more black if you want it to be even more smoky, but we're gonna add a little bit more eyeliner. I like to do a little bit of winged eyeliner. I like to do it nice and sharp, and I like to do my inner corners, so let's do that. So I really like the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is actually in the shade, I think, like dark chocolate or something like that. I kind of like it if you're just trying to do a subtle wing, but of course I use black all the time too. But I really love this eyeliner. As you can see, I kind of love NYX products, not sponsored at all, but I just gravitate towards them in the drugstore because they're cheap and they're like good quality. So I like to just do a little wing. A trick that I like to follow is like where your corner of your eye ends and then where your eyelid folds, that's where you want to draw up to have it look nice and natural. I like to draw up until where my pupil is in the middle of my eye, and so it just adds a little bit of extra depth into the look. I'm actually gonna make the wing a little bit bigger, so there we go. Then I'm gonna do my inner corner as well, just drawing a little triangle. Okay, so I did my other eye off camera, but here's a little tip that I absolutely love and I do all the time. But if you want a winged liner that could cut someone in half, if you have one of these eyebrow pens, you can just use it to extend the line because they're so much thinner than regular eyeliners. So I just do that, and it just gives the most fine, sharp line you could ever want. Curl my lashes, and I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm not that picky about mascara at all. I think it's because I wear a lot of eyeliner. It doesn't really matter to me, but I've been really liking this Bambi eye. I think it's Maybelline. I don't know, I got it at like Marshall's or maybe Winners, and it was like on sale, and I just used that quickly, just in a black color. For a lot of days, I'll leave it right there and I'll just do mascara and the eyeshadow. But because this is a fancy makeup tutorial, I often really like to do a couple of lash clusters. So I like to get ones, these are in the fairy style or like manga lash, but they just have extra big spikes. So I like to take one of the long ones and another one of the slightly less long ones, and I just put them on my outer inner corner to give an extra lift, and it kind of makes you look like a Who from Whoville, but in a very chic way. What I like to do is I apply the glue actually on the inner part of the lash, and I apply them underneath my natural lashes. Just plop them right on the outer corner. So here's one eye with the lashes and here's one without, and it's pretty subtle difference, but like you can definitely see when you turn to different angles that it adds a little bit more depth and like intensity to the eye. So that's usually how I do my eye makeup, and I love it. It makes all the difference for me, especially with my black hair. So then we're just doing finishing touches. I like to do a little bit of blush for a vampiric grungy look. I actually like to do, I actually don't have a blush like this, but I always use like this eyeshadow color and this really pretty red color. So I just get a little bit of this red color and I just blend it right out on my cheek. I like to do it a little bit higher up on the cheek. I have, you know, naturally kind of downturned features, so a lot of my makeup is making my face look a little bit more, you know? So we're just adding that on. I really, really love this shade. I find it so pretty. I like a lot of blush, I'm not gonna lie. I do like a good blush. I'll put it like right up onto my forehead. I don't wear any contour on my face, so blush is kind of all that I do. And you know what? I always like to add a little bit under my nose, and actually a little bit on top too is something I usually do, but not too much. Well, now I look a bit sunburnt, but I'm gonna blend the top out a little bit more. And there we go. It's just a really pretty blush color. So I get questions about my lip combos all the time, and especially whenever I wear this lipstick, I get people asking, but it is the NYX Shine Loud shade in the color Never Basic. But I love this shade, and this is how I get my super vampire-y deep red lips. I really like these lipsticks because they have a really good applicator and just really good wear time. Like, I just apply it as you would. Isn't it such a gorgeous shade? But this is what I think makes the look both grungy and vampy. I love this, but we're actually gonna top it off with a kind of lavender grayish lip gloss. My absolute favorite lip gloss of all time is this NYX don't even know, it's the Beetlejuice collab in the shade Sandworm. It's this really pretty, it's like having trouble twisting it, lavender gray color. If anyone has dupes or knows any shades that are like this, because I think this is discontinued, please let me know in the comments. I always like to know. But before we apply that lip gloss, I'm actually going to line my lips with a black lip liner. This one is from Makeup Revolution and it was sold during like Halloween, I think. So yeah, I like this to really make an almost black vampy dark lip. So I just go around the edges. And then once it's just roughly outlined on there, now we're gonna apply the gloss. And then it blends out on its own and it's really, really pretty. Okay, so I think that's the makeup look for now, but I'm gonna style my bangs and I'll show you the finished look. My bangs are being a total pain today, but here it is with my hair styled, and yeah. Hopefully this was helpful and some people got some inspiration or, you know, got some questions answered if they had asked me about my makeup. But yeah, let me know what you think. I am a musician and I make really great music. In fact, I've worn looks like this pretty much on a bunch of my album covers, like Dirty Dog and even Dance Floor. Dance Floor was a little bit more pale base, but yeah, let me know what you think and see you guys later. Bye! Check out my music, please.